Hi guys, today I'm going to show you one of the ways I preserve my eggs so I have fresh duck eggs all through the season when they're not laying. Hi guys, I'm Elisa and welcome to Moat Cottage Homesteading. Today I'm showing you water glassing eggs. This is really easy. You'll need a container with a lid, some fresh water that's been filtered and not treated by any chemicals. You'll need some builder's lime, fresh, clean, unwashed eggs, and some oil. I'm using this container today. The buckets work really good, those white buckets, 20-litre ones. That's what I normally use for this purpose, but mine's gone missing. I'm not sure what purpose it's been used for, so I'm using this one today so I can show you how to do it. This is hydrated lime. We call it builder's lime, and I buy it in about, I think it was a 20-kilogram bag, and I store it in a plastic container with a sealed lid so that no moisture's getting into it over the years, because that bag, I think it cost me about $20, will last me the rest of my life if I want to preserve eggs every year. It's not a chemical or anything bad like that. It's made by burning limestone or oyster shells in a lime kiln. So it's pretty much a natural product. Don't use the lime you use in the garden if you use lime in your garden, because that's actually a different product. That's just ground up limestone. This is different. So for preserving eggs, we want hydrated lime, builder's lime. I think it has a few other names as well, but I'm not sure what they are. For every quart of filtered water you use 1 ounce weight measurement of the builder's lime. So I have 3 quarts of filtered water and I'm adding in 3 ounces of the builder's lime. You should probably wear a mask when you're doing this. Give that a mix in. Make sure you get all the bits. Now the builder's lime will probably settle to the bottom, and that's not bad. So long as it's been in there and it's been mixed up, that's okay. For my eggs, you know I talk about this all the time. You need a clean environment for your chickens and ducks so that they're laying clean eggs. For this, you need clean eggs that haven't been washed, because you need the bloom and cuticle on the egg. Eggs are porous, and if you wash the eggs, you are washing the protective coating off, which is the bloom or the cuticle. And for this, we need that left on. So I'm choosing the clean eggs that don't have any muck on them and that haven't been washed. If you're buying eggs, there's a good chance that they've been washed. If you're buying them off a farmer or off your friend whose chickens are laying eggs or ducks are laying eggs, then ask them if they've wiped the eggs or wiped any poop off, or if they've washed any of the eggs, because they may not wash all of the eggs, but occasionally they might wash one. And if you put that into your batch, then it's going to spoil the whole lot. So make sure all the eggs are clean, unwashed eggs. Gently place them into the water. Now see this egg here, I would not use this one because it's got a bit of poopy mess on it. So I'll save that and we'll eat that fresh. You also want to make sure that none of your eggs are cracked, because small cracks in them will also make the batch go bad. Now you can do this in the big bucket like I think I mentioned earlier, and you can do layers of the eggs. I try not to do too many eggs in one batch though, because if one batch does go rotten, if something bad does happen, now this doesn't happen very often, but if it does, and it has happened occasionally, you'll be ruining a whole bucket of eggs. And so if you don't keep all your eggs in one basket or bucket in this case, then you're spreading out the goodness, and it just makes sense to me. But if you're from a massive family and you are saving a huge amount of eggs, then you may need to use the big buckets. But I would still divide it up into a few different buckets. You need to make sure the liquid is covering the eggs by about 1 centimetre at least. You don't want evaporation to happen. Now for me, evaporation would happen in the summer quite easily. And a lid will definitely help with this, but putting some oil over the top will stop any of that water evaporating at all. It will just keep a protective layer over the top of the whole lot, and it won't evaporate, and it won't have bugs in it because I'll put the lid on. I'm going to store this out of direct sunlight underneath my shelves so that it's out of the way and no one's going to bump it or knock it, and then none of the eggs will get spoiled. These eggs can last up to 2 years in here and still be perfectly fine fresh eggs to use, but I usually use them up within 12 months. To use the eggs, all you do is take an egg out and rinse it off with warm water to get any of that builder's lime off the eggshell, because if you get any of the builder's lime or a bit of broken shell into your egg, it's going to curdle the egg, and you don't want that necessarily. So give it a good wash and you'll be good to go. Water glassing is just one of the ways I preserve my eggs. I hope this has helped. I'm going to go and find my big bucket so I can do some more eggs. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.